Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, 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 Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Bola Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Bola Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Bolo Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hey Bolo Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Bolo Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Bolo Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hari Bol, Hare Ram, Ram Rama. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Nitai Gora Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Haribo, 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 Haribo.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gora Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol. Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nita Gora Hari Bol. Nita Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo. Nitagor Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Haribo Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, bolo, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hey, bolo Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hey, bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. Nitya Gaura Haribol, Haribol, Gaura Haribol, Nitya Gaura Haribol. Nitya Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitya Gaura Haribol. Nitya Gaura Premanandi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Bhagavad Gita Grantha Raja ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Gaura Premanandi, Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. So today we are going to hear from the Bhagavad Gita, and chapter 2, text 41. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 41. Vyavasayatmika buddhir. Repeat after me. Vyavasayatmika buddhir. Ekaha kuru nandana. Bahu sakya hi anantascha. Buddhayo vyavasayinam. And this verse says, those who are on this path are resolute in purpose. Repeat. And their aim is one. O beloved child of the Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many-branched. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. A strong faith that by Krishna consciousness one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life. Is called Vyavasayatmika, intelligence. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 2262 states, Shraddha Sabde Vishwasakahi Suhida Nishchaya. Kahi Suhida Nishchaya. Krishna Bhakti Kaila Sarva Kama Krita Haya. Faith means unflinching trust in something sublime. When one is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness, Jai Shri Shri Radha Nila Madhava Ki Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Faith means unflinching trust in something sublime. When one is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness, he need not act in relationship to the material world with obligations to family traditions, humanity, or nationality. Now let me stop right there and make a, let's say, a explanation here. When it says, without obligations to family traditions, that doesn't mean you avoid your family, but one does not engage in mundane family traditions. Like in my family, every Sunday we ate chicken. Murgi. That was just my family's, let's say, tradition, right? So those type of family traditions you can ignore because it's nonsense. But there are some kinds of family traditions that you can't ignore. Like, for example, chanting Hare Krishna. That's something you cannot ignore. But eating chicken every Sunday, that you can ignore. Okay, so it says here, a strong faith that by Krishna consciousness one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life is called Vyavasayatmika intelligence. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 2262 states, Shraddha Sabde Vishwasakahi Surhida Nishchaya Krishna Bhakti Kaila Sarva Karma Krita Haya. You want to repeat that? Shraddha Sabde Kahe Suhida Nishchaya Kaila Kritahaya. This says, faith means unflinching trust in something sublime. Say that. When one is engaged in the duties of Krishna consciousness, he need not act in relationship to the material world with obligations to family traditions, humanity, or nationality. Fruitive actives are the engagements of one's reactions from past good or bad deeds. When one is awake in Krishna consciousness, he need no longer endeavor for good results in his activities. When one is situated in Krishna consciousness, all activities are on the absolute plane, for they are no longer subject to dualities, like good and bad. If the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness is renunciation, of the material conception of life, this state is automatically achieved by progressive Krishna consciousness. The resolute purpose of a person in Krishna consciousness is based on knowledge. Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. A person in Krishna consciousness is the rare good soul who knows perfectly that Vasudeva, or Krishna, is the root of all manifested causes. As by watering the root of a tree, one automatically distributes water to the leaves and branches. So, by acting in Krishna consciousness, one can render the highest service to everyone, namely self, family, society, country, humanity. Family, humanity, etc. If Krishna is satisfied by one's actions, then everyone will be satisfied. Service in Krishna consciousness is, however, best placed under the able guidance of a spiritual master. Who is a bona fide representative of Krishna, who knows the nature of the student, and who can guide him to act in Krishna consciousness. As such, to be well versed in Krishna consciousness, one has to act firmly and obey the representative of Krishna. And one should accept the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master. One sec. As such, to be well versed in Krishna consciousness, one has to act firmly. You have that? As such. And obey the representative of Krishna. And one should accept the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master as one's mission in life. Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakura instructs us. in this famous prayers for the spiritual master. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. Dhyayam stutvams tasya yashastrisandhyam. Stutvams tasya Vande Gururshi Charanara Vindam. By satisfaction of the spiritual master. The Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes satisfied. And by not satisfying the spiritual master, there is no chance of being promoted to the plane of Krishna consciousness. I should therefore meditate and pray for his mercy 3 times a day and offer my respectful obeisances unto him, my spiritual master. The whole process, however, depends on perfect knowledge of the soul beyond the conception of the body. Not theoretically, but practically, when there is no longer a chance for sense gratification, manifested in fruitive activities. One who is not firmly fixed in mind is diverted to various types of fruitive acts. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipaschita vedavada rata partha nanyat astiti vadina karmatmana sarvapara swargapara janma karma phala pradam kriya vishesha bahulam bhogaishvarya gatim prapti. Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets, resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous for sense gratification and opulent life, they say there is nothing more than this. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. People in general are not very intelligent. And due to their ignorance, they are most attached to the fruitive activities recommended in the Karma Kanda portions of the Vedas. They do not want any more than sense gratification proposals for enjoying life in heaven. Where wine and women are available, and material opulence is very common. In the Vedas, many sacrifices are recommended
In the Vedas, many sacrifices are recommended
for elevation to the heavenly planets,
for elevation to the heavenly planet,
especially the Jyotishtoma sacrifices.
especially the Jyotishtoma sacrifices.
In fact, it is stated that anyone desiring elevation to the heavenly planets
In fact, it is stated that anyone desiring elevation to heavenly planet
must perform these sacrifices.
must perform these sacrifices.
And men with a poor fund of knowledge
And men with a poor fund of knowledge
think that this is the whole purpose of Vedic wisdom.
think that this is the whole purpose of Vedic wisdom.
It is very difficult for such inexperienced persons
It is very difficult for such experienced persons
to be situated in the determined action of Krishna consciousness.
to be situated in the determined action of Krishna consciousness.
As fools are attached to the flowers of poisonous trees,
As fools are attached to the flowers of poisonous trees,
without knowing the results of such attractions,
without knowing the results of such attractions,
unenlightened men are similarly attracted by such heavenly opulence and the sense enjoyment thereof.
unenlightened men are similarly attracted by such heavenly opulence and the sense enjoyment thereof.
In the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas, it is said,
In the Karam Kanda section of the Vedas, it is said,
Apama Sumam Amrita Abhuma and Akshayam Ha Vai Chaturmasya Yajna Sukritam Bhavati.
Apama, Suma, Amarta, Abhyuma,
And
and
Akshayam
Ha, Va, Chaturmasa, Yashna, Sukritam, Bhavati.
In other words, those who perform the 4-month penances become eligible to drink the Somarasa beverages.
In other words, those who perform the 4-month penances become eligible to drink the Somarasa beverage,
To become immortal and happy forever.
to become immortal and happy forever.
Actually, you don't become immortal, it simply increases how much you live. It looks like immortality, but it's not. Even on this earth, some are very eager to have some somarasa,
Even on this earth, some are very eager to have Somarasa,
to become strong and fit to enjoy sense gratifications.
to become strong and fit to enjoy sense gratification.
Such persons have no faith in liberation from the material bondage.
Such persons have no faith in liberation from material bondage.
And they are very much attached to the pompous ceremonies of Vedic sacrifices.
And they are very much attached to the
Pompous.
ceremonies of Vedic sacrifice.
They are generally sensual,
They are generally sensual,
and they do not want anything other than the heavenly pleasures of life.
and they do not want anything other than the heavenly pleasures of life.
It is understood that there are gardens called Nandana Kanana,
It is understood that there are gardens called Nandana Kanana,
in which there is good opportunity for association with angelic, beautiful women,
in which there is a good opportunity for association with angelic, beautiful women,
and having a profuse supply of Soma Rasa wine.
and having a profuse supply of Somarasa wine.
Such bodily happiness is certainly sensual.
Such bodily happiness is certainly sensual.
Therefore, there are those who are purely attached to such material, temporary happiness as lords of the material world.
Therefore, there are those who are purely attached to such material, temporary happiness as lords of the material world.
Bhogaisvarya prasaktanam.
Bhogeshwarya
Pashaktanam. Tayaparata Chetasam. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Samadha Navidyate. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment, and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Samadhi means fixed mind. The Vedic dictionary, the Nirukti, says Samyak Adhiyate Sminim Atma Tattva Yatat Mayam. When the mind is fixed for understanding the self, it is said to be in samadhi.
When the mind is fixed for understanding the self, it is said to be in samadhi.
Samadhi is never possible for persons interested in material sense enjoyment.
Samadhi is never possible for persons interested in material sense enjoyment.
Nor for those who are bewildered by such temporary things. They are more or less condemned by the process of material energy.
They are more or less condemned by the process of material energy.
Trigunya Vishaya Veda. Vishaya Veda. Nishtragunyo Bhavarjuna. Bhavarjuna. Nirdvandvo Nityasattva Sto. Sto. Niryoga Shema Atmavan. The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, be transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety. And be established in the self. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. All material activities involve actions and reactions in the three modes of material nature.
All material activities involve actions and reactions in the three modes of material nature.
They are meant for fruitive results which cause bondage in the material world.
They are meant for fruitive results which cause bondage in the material world.
The Vedas deal mostly with fruitive activities.
The Vedas deal mostly with fruitive activities
To gradually elevate the general public from the field of sense gratification to a position on the transcendental plane.
to gradually elevate the general public from the field of sense gratification to a position on the transcendental plane.
Arjuna, as a student and friend of Lord Krishna, is advised to rise himself to the transcendental position of Vedanta philosophy.
Arjuna, as a student and friend of Lord Krishna, is advised to rise himself to the transcendental position of Vedanta philosophy,
Where in the beginning there is Brahma Jignasa, or questions on the supreme transcendence.
where in the beginning there is Brahma Jigyasa, or questions on the supreme transcendence.
All of the living entities who are in the material world are struggling very hard for existence.
All the living entities who are in the material world are struggling very hard for existence.
For them, the Lord, after creation of the material world, gave the Vedic wisdom advising how to live and get rid of the material entanglement.
For them, the Lord, after creation of the material world, gave the Vedic wisdom advising how to live and get rid of material entanglement.
When the activities of sense gratification, namely the Karma Kanda chapter, are finished, then the chance for spiritual realization is offered in the form of the Upanishads, which are part of different Vedas, as the Bhagavad Gita is a part of the fifth Veda, namely the Mahabharata.
When the activities for sense gratification, namely the Karma Kanda chapter, are finished, then the chance for spiritual realization is offered in the form of the Upanishads, which are part of different Vedas. As the Bhagavad Gita is a part of the fifth Veda, namely the Mahabharata.
The Upanishads mark the beginning of transcendental life.
The Upanishads mark the beginning of transcendental life.
As long as the material body exists, there are actions and reactions in the material modes.
As long as the material body exists, there are actions and reactions in the material modes.
One has to learn tolerance in the face of dualities such as happiness and distress, or cold and warmth, and by tolerating such dualities, become free from anxieties regarding gain and loss.
One has to learn tolerance in the face of dualities such as happiness and distress, or cold and warm, and by tolerating such dualities become free from anxieties regarding gain and loss.
This transcendental position is achieved in full Krishna consciousness.
This transcendental position is achieved in full Krishna consciousness
When one is fully dependent on the goodwill of Krishna.
when one is fully dependent on the goodwill of Krishna.
You see, now that last line is very, very profound. When everything, or when one is fully dependent on the goodwill of Krishna. So Krishna has goodwill for the living entities. So he's not a mean person. He's very friendly. He has goodwill. He wants us all to make spiritual advancement. But if we forget Krishna and engage in sense gratification, then we are self-elusive, and we are going to basically miss the boat of Krishna consciousness. In fact, we'll drown in the ocean of sense gratification. See? So we have to be very careful. We have to understand what is actually the purpose of life. It's definitely not to stay in the material world birth after birth. That is not the real purpose of human life. And there's no guarantee that in this life you're a human being, but you waste your time in this life eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, and then next life you'll get the body of an animal. And even worse, you can get the body of a cockroach. There's no knowing what your next body is going to be if you avoid Krishna consciousness. Okay, so therefore, we should always strive to be honest and steady, or steadily engaged in Krishna consciousness. That is the best, let's say, what you call investment you can make. Go ahead.
One question, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Maharaj, the last line says, then how we can be fully dependent on goodwill of Krishna. Like for neophyte, they are like partially dependent and partially not dependent on Krishna. So how to be fully dependent on the goodwill of Krishna?
Always chant Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Then you will always be dependent on the mercy of the Lord. He's in your heart, so he's the closest person to us. So if he hears us always chanting Hare Krishna, then Krishna becomes endeared by his devotees' staunch chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. So we should be staunch chanters. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is our real purpose as a human being, to chant Hare Krishna and engage in devotional service always under the tutelage or training of bona fide spiritual master or masters. Then we will, at the moment of death, remember Krishna and go back to Godhead. Pretty simple. It's not complicated. You don't have to be a rocket engineer to do all this. Okay, well, one has to learn tolerance in the face of dualities, such as happiness and distress, or cold and warmth, and by tolerating such dualities, become free from the anxieties of regarding gain and loss. This transcendental position is achieved in full Krishna consciousness when one is fully dependent on the goodwill of Krishna. That's a tremendous statement, wonderful statement, right? So we should always be dependent on the goodwill of Krishna. That means Krishna is really a very pleasant, nice person. He's not mean, right? But if we are nonsense and commit all kinds of sinful activities, then we will destroy our ability to receive the mercy of Krishna. It's not Krishna's fault. It's our own fault. We are our own enemy. And when we begin to ignore Krishna and engage in sense gratification all the time, that is our self-induced ignorance. It's not Krishna making us ignorant. It's our own self-induced ignorance, and we are responsible for that ignorance. It's not Krishna's fault. He doesn't want us to be always in the material world and changing bodies. He wants us to make spiritual advancement and go back to Godhead. Okay, I think we'll stop right there. It is 9 o'clock and time to chant more Hare Krishna and then take rest tonight. Haribol. Any questions? Any questions? Yes.
Many people say that I will.
Many people say that
I will take to Krishna consciousness
if
spiritual life when God will give me mercy. Like depending upon, they are saying that,
well, that might be never.
they say when the God mercy will happen, then I will take to Krishna.
Yeah.
Whenever some people say like this.
Yeah.
But as you said that God mercy is always there, only because they are ignorant, their ability is not to receive that mercy.
Yeah. Yeah. They're ignorant. Ignorance means that you're missing all the good opportunities in life. And the best opportunity is to become Krishna conscious. And you can't blame Krishna. It's our own ignorance. And where is that ignorance coming from? Attachment to sense gratification. It's not complicated. So if we give up mundane sense gratification, and in that place, instead of mundane sense gratification, we engage in genuine devotional service to please the Lord. Then that'll solve all our problems. Right? But if we still always are involved in sense gratification, well, we're not going to be happy, and we're not going to be free from birth and death. So it's very easy. This is not like rocket engineering. This is very easy. Just chant Hare Krishna and be happy, and have nice prasadam, associate with nice devotees, and learn more and more about Krishna. Then your life will be successful. You might not be rich. That depends on your karma. But you'll be happy because you're no longer engaged in any sinful activities. Haribo, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. You have any questions? Well, that means that Krishna is a good person. And he doesn't want to see you fail in life. He doesn't want you to be a failure in life. So he has goodwill. That means he has only good thoughts for your benefit so that you become a genuine devotee. Right? But if people are ignorant, or if people are demons, they violate their ability to have the goodwill of Krishna. Krishna's offering, but they don't want it because they're in Maya, and they're mean. They want to, just have sense gratification. They don't like God. They usually say, "No master, no God." That's their motto. No master, no God. But devotees don't say that. Devotees say, "I'm completely surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna." Okay, all glories to Prabhupada ki jai. Oh boy, let me take this off. Thank you, Prabhu.